As much as we believe that we're protected by freedom of speech, time and time again, we see just how much censorship can prove us wrong. Rappers have been experiencing the effects of getting banned not just during the recent era, which is somewhat over of cancel culture, but dating all the way back to the 80s. It was one thing when albums received the parental advisory sticker and the responsibility was put on the record stores to not sell to children, or for parents to monitor the purchasing habits of their kids. But with the fast pace of technology, music moves rapidly all over the world on the internet through social media and streaming platforms. In many cases, rappers such as the ones we're about to talk about have flat out had their songs banned altogether due to the content that was discussed. First off, numerous hip-hop artists have actually gone through instances where they have been banned in other countries. 50 Cent was banned from coming into Canada in 2005 to perform out of fear that 50's presence would incite violence. At the time, Canada's Junior Foreign Minister Dan McTeague addressed 50 Cent by stating, "There are indeed limits and restrictions on freedom of expression, particularly if they incite hate or if they are the kind of activity that is killing our youths right now across Toronto." The following year in 2006, Jay-Z was gearing up for his first show in China until he was banned from entering the country. China's Ministry of Culture decided that Jay-Z's lyrics were too vulgar for Chinese audiences. Snoop Dogg was banned in not only the United Kingdom in 2006 after he and his entourage were involved in a physical altercation, but Snoop also got banned in Australia in 2007 on, quote, character grounds, and also in Norway in 2012 for 2 years when 8 grams of weed was found on him at the Norwegian airport. Waka Flocka Flame was banned from Australia in 2015 when he had a mini tour scheduled. The tour promoter, Robin Fernando, stated, "Unfortunately, Waka Flocka's entry into Australia was denied by the Australian Government Department of Immigration and Border Protection due to his recent arrests on both firearms and drug charges." In 2015, Tyler the Creator was banned in both Australia and in the United Kingdom. Tyler reacted by saying, "What about the people who'll make music in the next 5 years? Are they going to get banned? Why don't they ban authors? Writers who write these mystery books about people getting raped and sabotaged and murdered and brainwashed. Why don't they ban them? There are rallies of neos in parts of England, and then you're telling me I can't come there because of some BS song? But you got mother effers with swastikas rallying down the street actually promoting hate?" The Game was banned from Canada in 2011 when he had planned to perform in Nova Scotia but was detained and was barred from entering the country. Apparently it was the Game song where he rapped about having ties to the Blood Gang that got him blocked. There have also been many occasions when a rapper's music itself has been banned from media outlets, such as radio stations and music television programs. The Game has also fallen into that category as well with his controversial song Red Nation featuring Lil Wayne that was released in May of 2011. The music video for Red Nation was banned from MTV and BET television networks because of its depictions of the Blood Gang in the form of red bandanas and gang signals. Both The Game and Lil Wayne have claimed to have ties to the Bloods, and in the end, The Game put the music video for Red Nation on YouTube, and it managed to find a wide audience there. Before Rick Ross and Trick Daddy, the biggest Miami rappers in the late 80s were part of a group called 2 Live Crew, who popularized not only the Miami bass, but exercising their freedom of speech rights with songs that mixed horny humor and explicit lyrics that were sexually charged. The title of their 1989 album, As Nasty As They Wanna Be, sums up the subject matter that would make them famous, and notoriously led to a push to have them banned. On As Nasty As They Wanna Be, there was a single called Me So Horny featuring a woman moaning the title and sexually graphic lyrics that led to a Broward County prosecutor in the state of Florida named Jack Thompson to charge 2 Live Crew for obscenity charges for the song, leading a federal judge to rule the album As Nasty As They Wanna Be with its album cover featuring 4 women in G-string bikinis showing their behinds to be obscene. It took time for these charges to be overturned, but it caused the members of 2 Live Crew to be arrested just for performing their music, and music store employees to be arrested for selling 2 Live Crew albums. In fact, 2 Live Crew's next album, Banned in the USA, that was released in 1990, was the first album to include a parental advisory sticker on its cover. NWA, the supergroup that showcased the talent of Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, MC Ren, and DJ Yella, became legendary in the subcategory of gangster rap with their 1988 album Straight Outta Compton. But there was one song in particular on that album that caused legal troubles for the group. That was the statement they made about violent clashes with law enforcement called F the Police. This song pushed to light on the often hidden problem of police brutality years before mainstream society would see it for themselves, with the airing of the Rodney King footage, a man who was badly beaten up on camera by police. Radio stations worldwide banned this NWA song, particularly in Australia in 1990. On the radio station Triple J, the Australian Broadcasting Corporation banned the song from being played, along with suspending their news editor just for playing a small portion of the song on the airwaves. In response to this decision, Triple J played another song off NWA's Straight Outta Compton called Express Yourself, until their editor was able to be reinstated and even paid for his time out. The politically charged hip-hop group and Rock and Roll Hall of Famers now, Public Enemy, that made core members Chuck D and Flavor Flav world-famous rappers, have been facing controversy throughout their career and their song. Shaking up the status quo has been nothing new for Public Enemy, and this continued to be true with their single By the Time I Get to Arizona from their 1991 album, Apocalypse 91, The Enemy Strikes Black. This song was recorded in protest of Arizona Governor Evan Meacham's decision to stop acknowledging Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day in the state.
I oppose the Martin Luther King holiday, but I am opposed to the holiday, and I will stay opposed to it as long as I am in office.
It really ended up being the music video for By the Time I Get to Arizona that got the most backlash. That showed a dramatization of black militia members killing Arizona politicians in an attack to force the state of Arizona to start celebrating MLK Jr.'s birthday again. Not only did MTV remove the video from its daily rotation, but it even led to Coretta Scott King, MLK Jr.'s widowed wife, to publicly speak out against it. Ice-T might have been doing more acting than rapping in recent years, but there was a time when music was his main bread and butter. When Ice-T went from gangsta rap pioneer in the 80s to lead singer of a rock band called Body Count, he dropped a highly controversial protest song called Cop Killer in 1992 against police brutality. It caused a chain reaction of banning efforts that pushed for it to be blocked from audiences, from American police organizations to the president of the time, George H.W. Bush, and his vice president, Dan Quayle, denouncing the song, pushing Body Count's record label Warner Brothers to re-release the group's debut album without Cop Killer featured on it. Ice-T eventually left Warner Brothers, and when it comes to the censorship of Cop Killer, not much has changed because the song isn't able to be streamed on any digital streaming platforms like Spotify or Apple Music. The Seattle rapper Sir Mix-a-Lot is most recognized for his 1992 mega hit Baby Got Back, which was a provocative salute to voluptuous women or thick women, particularly black women with large behinds. This song was intended to be a contrast to the mass media definition of beauty back then that tended to focus on white women that were more slender. But even as the song rose to the #1 spot on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, MTV made the decision that they could only play the music video for Baby Got Back after 9 p.m. due to alleged complaints that they had gotten from viewers. This Sir Mix-a-Lot music video that featured many women twerking on screen was a much rarer thing back in 1992 and led to not a full-on ban, but a lack of daytime visibility. Lil Wayne is most known for rapping without filter, but that quality got him in trouble in early 2013 on the remix to Future's song Karate Chop with lyrics like, "Beat that P up like Emmett Till." This reference to Emmett Till was considered to be particularly in poor taste because Till was a real-life young black American boy who was lynched and killed in 1955, all because he reportedly whistled at a white woman in Mississippi. After Emmett Till's family was outraged and shared their disgust with the Karate Chop remix, Epic Records, the record label that put out the song, censored Lil Wayne's lyrics and issued an apology, and so did Lil Wayne. That Emmett Till reference is also the reason that Lil Wayne's music was banned from Michigan radio station WUVS 103.7. Eminem, whether he's rapping about drugs or even killing people or his mom, shock value is something that just comes with the territory throughout his entire career. Watching his music get banned is really kind of just another day at the office for us, but one specific situation that stands out occurred in 2001 when his music was banned by the University of Sheffield Student Union in the United Kingdom, which meant no Eminem music was allowed to be played on the British school's campus. The ban was because of the school recognizing that Eminem had, quote, sexist and homophobic lyrics. Students weren't even able to wear Eminem merchandise to school events. There were students that rebelled against these policies, including a member of the campus radio station. Nelly, with massive songs like Hot in Here and Ride With Me, St. Louis rapper, was a star who seemed to stay out of trouble until he experienced having his song Tip Drill face serious scrutiny in 2003. The bulk of the problem stemmed from the Tip Drill music video depicting women in bikinis having money thrown at them, including one getting a credit card swiped between her cheeks by Nelly himself. The video got banned by the BBC and BET television networks, and the following year in 2004, women's studies students at the all-women historically black college, Spelman College, protested Nelly's presence on campus when he attempted to have a bone marrow drive there. Kanye West's social and political opinions have continued to become more and more controversial, and in many cases, the things that have come out of his mouth have resulted in media institutions and even banks distancing themselves from his music and his business. One such moment was in May of 2018, when Ye visited the set of TMZ Live and shared some pretty unpopular opinions about slavery, saying, "When you hear about slavery for 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like you was there for 400 years and it was all of y'all?" Ye's comments about this resulted in his music being banned by Shay Shay and Big, two radio personalities on Detroit's 105.1 The Bounce radio station. These radio hosts no longer work at the station, and it appears that the station has since started playing Ye's music again. Ye's music was also banned in 2016 by Sacramento radio station Hot 103.5 after he only performed 3 songs in the city during his St. Pablo tour, went on a long, intense rant, and promptly ended the show early. Nowadays, 103.5 is a country music station. In 2013, rapper Rocco's You Ain't Know song that featured Future and Rick Ross was drowning in controversy, particularly because some of Rick Ross's lyrics that had a predatory tone with lines like, "Molly all in her champagne, she ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that, she ain't even know it." Rick Ross apologized, but it didn't make a difference because the damage was done, and the backlash got Ross' music banned from the Michigan radio station WUVS 103.7 in March of 2013. One of the artists on Rick Ross's label Maybach Music also had his music banned, and that's none other than our favorite Philly rapper, Meek Mill. Meek used to have a beef with Toronto superstar Drake, which stemmed from Meek Mill accusing Drake of having ghostwriters, or exposing him of having ghostwriters. This high-profile feud led to Meek Mill's songs being banned from the locker room of the Toronto Raptors NBA basketball team, which was confirmed by Raptors player James Johnson and Patrick Patterson back in 2016, because Drake was the NBA team's ambassador at the time. With the tension between Meek and Drake having since been squashed, chances are Raptors players probably won't have a problem playing Meek's music before or after Raptors games. When it comes to rappers whose songs were banned, it isn't just men that have faced these issues. Women in rap have also had their music blocked at points in their career. UK rapper MIA put out a music video for her song Born Free on the web, and in no time YouTube rejected it due to what they deemed to be graphic violence. In particular, the video shows military officers wearing American flag badges entering a city and rounding up red-headed boys and turning their weapons on the young men, with police officers beating up anyone who tried to get in the way. Nicki Minaj's 2012 music video for her song Stupid Ho got into trouble from BET with its repetition of the phrase Stupid Ho and the images of nude dolls that resembled Barbie figures. The reason for the ban was never really explained to the public, but it took place at a time when BET, much like MTV, was beginning to pivot away from music videos and was giving more broadcast time to television shows instead, making a song ban that much easier to justify on their end. But that's just a handful of songs that have been banned, face controversy all over the world. One thing to make clear though is that nobody has yet been banned from entering the US for any type of music. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and make sure to subscribe for more.